I'm always haunted by King Bone.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Deep Fried Dice. We're back here with Among Us, where we follow up on the episode that we last left off on, as you tend to do.
It'd be hilarious though if we didn't, like, we just shoved in an episode, like, part of episode 5 or something.
Yeah, like it got syndicated out of order.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, that'd be great, because every show that happens to ends up great. Not at all canceled unfairly by the shithouse network. Looking at you, Fox. That's right, shots
Shows don't
fired.
get canceled. That never happens.
Elliot, that's not true.
Here, let me pretend.
But we leave off after Wes has just rifled through the study of Evelyn Nilsson, finding invoices proving irrefutably that she has been dealing in alien weaponry down to warlords and the like on Earth. And then Wes lost consciousness on the way to trying to eavesdrop on her. The last thing he saw was the little crystalline red blood on his tuxedo.
It's gonna be so hard to get out.
But we go back to Walt now.
Oh, fuck, I have to remember what I was doing. I had taken the picture of Mrs. John Tillman,
Yep.
because Wes alerted me that she was suspect of the murder of John Tillman.
Mm-hmm.
I took a photo, I got her address. I believe the last thing I saw was Wes going off to do his thing to find more evidence. So, for all I know, Wes is all okay, and I've helped in this investigation. Do you think Wes would have been, gone long enough for Walt to have gotten suspicious or worried?
I would say it's starting to get to that point.
Alright, well, Walt's probably, if he's got his camera out and he's taking addresses, he might have done that for a couple more patrons to keep up, appearances. Like, yes, I was just not taking picture of one woman, I will take picture of several women. And even
That might be worse.
Just to keep up appearances, and I guess they're like partners or husbands, I don't really care about that. Do I know which direction Wes went when he left me to go investigate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the assumption is you guys knew everything about the plan that you guys put together.
Alright, I knew everything about the plan. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would give it to a couple more minutes, then if I start to get worried, I go, oh no, it's Wes. He might have just done something. But after
You begin to see more of the security guards stationed around the ballroom begin to leave in the midst of the party.
Oh, I don't like that.
One of them, jogging off.
Oh, he's
heading-
jogging, fuck.
No.
A power walk is different than a jog, Elliot.
I know, I was asking if it was power walking, but I just said power walking instead of formatting it into a question, so I understand how that could have been confusing.
God.
But you should have known what I meant.
Oh my god, this is why I was worried about this episode.
We got this. We can do this. We got this. So, oh god, a bodyguard's jogging. That's not good. So, I guess since there's less security around the ballroom area, would it be particularly a little easier to leave said area and go investigate and find where Wes is?
It would definitely be easier to leave the ballroom, but it might be more difficult to sneak around once you're in the mansion, since there's a lot of them in there now. But you know that he's been gone for a while.
So he's been gone to the point where I've become worried.
Yeah, and a bit longer than you guys anticipated.
And increased security, leaving the ballroom to go to a place, that leads to assumptions on Walt's part, like, oh shit, what has he done? So I think Walt's going to make the same kind of exit that Wes did and leave the party, the gala, so that he can find out where his partner's gone off to. What do I have to roll for that?
So you're trying to sneak out?
I'm trying to sneak out.
You should roll some discretion then.
Discretion? It's a D6. Could I use private investigator?
Yes.
Nice. Figure out which one's the D8. And for my value, unity?
What's your statement?
I'll stand up for my partner.
Eh.
Does this action go against it, or...?
No,
I don't think so.
not at all.
Alright.
I just have an outdated character sheet,
Oh.
and I wasn't sure which ones have changed.
Oh, yeah, good point. Okay, no ones, which is good.
I'm proud.
Thank you. I got a 12.
Hey,
12?
Yeah,
that's a good number.
it's a good number.
But is it good enough?
I hope so. Oh no! How many dice did you roll then? This is unfair. Did you?
I was just taking my dice out.
Okay, I was about to say, did you use?
Scared the shit out of me.
Did you use all of the conspiracy die?
It's imperative that you fail. Sneaky, sneaky. So you rolled a 12?
I rolled a 12.
So you try to sneak off. Immediately upon
That's bad.
Oh, it's bad.
trying to
What
get...
was your score?
Oh.
What was your score?
17.
Oh.
Immediately on
Oh.
trying to get past the red
Boo.
velvet rope, before you can even get a few feet, you hear someone call out, "Excuse me, what are you doing over here? There's an emergency going on.
Oh.
Please remain in the ballroom."
Okay, sorry, I was just looking for the bathroom.
Classic.
And he points off.
Alright, thanks. Just going towards the bathroom then. Fuck.
Get back to the ballroom.
Shit. This is on.
Balls.
Fuck. I'm sorry, Wes. I hope they don't kill you.
Oh, rip me, I guess.
Yep, in peace.
Some partner
Wes
you are.
Marshall.
Meanwhile, Wes,
No, I don't like it.
as you're up there, you were just about to head into the what do you call it?
Storeroom.
Yeah,
shipping
the
room,
like
Yeah.
loading bay.
warehouse.
Warehouse.
Yeah, the warehouse that's attached to the
Big
outside.
fancy fucking mansion with a big fucking warehouse. This is one shady lady.
We should not have
Uh-huh.
given the rich this much power.
Yeah, how did she manage this?
Isn't that what you're here to figure out?
How did she manage this and it took us this long to get to it?
Yeah!
I guess is more the question I have, but do continue. I'd like to know how fucked I am.
Well, as we come back to you, everything's very hazy. In the future, when you remember this time, you'll only remember little bits and pieces.
Oh,
no.
You remember looking down and seeing the crystalline blood on your tuxedo jacket. You remember reaching up and kind of half-heartedly swatting at it.
dumbass.
You remember it kind of move a little and twitch.
Dumb
And
idiot.
you remember stopping on your way
Oh, Wes.
toward the warehouse. And in a haze, you see bits and pieces. You see like yourself take off the tuxedo jacket that had the invoices in it.
No.
You see yourself head toward
No.
the storeroom. Suddenly, you see yourself like on the ground, punched in the face
Oh.
by a security guard.
That's important. That's my most valuable asset.
Your face.
That's my signature asset.
You've got that pretty face of a witch boy, and like now
Will kill you.
Fight me, Elliot.
I will. One
But
day.
you only remember these little things, and then eventually, as part of the haze, you remember the explosion of a gunshot,
Oh no.
Oh no!
and that's what Walt hears as the
Oh.
party.
I didn't.
Somebody
Wasn't me, he says immediately.
It wasn't me.
immediately hands up like glass of wine in one hand and an hors d'oeuvre in the other.
It wasn't me.
I love
The
that.
gun is not in my hands, please. He like directly looks at Jim and goes, "It wasn't me." Oh, Jerry, sorry.
But
Whatever
the
his
party,
name
like a few people, like twitch. A couple of the bodyguards pull out weapons of their own. People begin to like panic a bit as another gunshot goes off.
Oh, could I slip out of the party during this confusion?
Yeah.
Okay. Please don't roll high. Same roll? Discretion, private, unity? Alright, sweet. Oh, thank God that's a 7. Oh, I thought it was a 1. So, I rolled an 11, but I also rolled a 1.
So did I.
Oh, yay.
So you gain a plot point.
I gain a plot point.
I gain a conspiracy die.
Don't like that.
And you get an opportunity.
I don't really know what to do with the opportunity.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to use it against the consequence you will eventually give me, but I haven't got the consequence for it yet,
Yeah.
so... Alright.
Oh, the one you got for that roll.
Yeah.
Could
I mean, yeah,
use
you
it
can
to
just
get rid of the
cancel that out.
consequence? Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I'll
It
cancel
just
it
means
out
that
then.
you don't gain a plot point.
Yeah, alright.
But you do manage to sneak out.
Oh, thank God, okay.
And using the chaos of the situation and seeing the guards all around, you head upstairs kind of generally toward where Wes went, seeing in the hall and smelling, actually, the decayed corpse that you hadn't seen yet, but Wes told you about.
Wait, is it the corpse of John Tillman, or is this a fresh,
Yeah.
new decayed corpse? Okay. Okay, so it's just hanging out in the hallway?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. No one else?
They appeared to be in the midst of taking him out.
Who, Wes or the decayed body?
What?
The guards are taking the decayed body out of the room.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like he had been reanimated and they were taking him out.
What
Like,
the fuck?
I don't.
I wish that's what happened.
I don't know why. I just thought when you said take him out, I thought you meant like assassin style take him out. So I see these guards physically take the body out of the room, the decayed body.
But you managed to sneak past, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm looking for Wes in specifics, and I believe I know he's going up high to like 3rd floor levels to look for her office and such. Okay, then yes, so the decayed body was on floor like 1, and I've just got to go through another.
Yeah.
Okay. God, I
So
hope that goes alright.
You head upward, hearing a 3rd gunshot.
Oh, that's not good.
I dislike this situation.
Meanwhile, Wes upstairs, you remember through the haze of everything, you had gotten a hold of a gun.
Oh.
No.
You had gotten a hold of a gun and fired it off a couple times.
Like, you were
It's
just testing it out.
Episode thing. We just shoot someone or kill someone per episode. Do I remember hitting anybody with it? So whom do I murder in cold blood, Anthony?
Walt.
Do I get shot?
Oh no! Don't put that idea in his head.
All right, Walt, you make it up to the top floor, and you see the doors to the cargo bay open, and you see Wes without his jacket on, but with the rest of his clothes on, with like a cut lip and like a bruised cheek. You see him with a gun in hand.
So that's suspicious, because I know Wes does not carry a gun.
Mm-hmm.
So he has stolen this gun from someone. And also, I'm the shooter in this, like, partnership, so I'm...
So you can't help but feel like your toes are being stepped on. Like, hey, bud, that's my thing.
Yeah, I'm the one who shoots people and then get called up for an internal affair investigation, but, you know. No, that makes me extremely worried, because, if Wes has gone to shooting instead of, like, talking it out, it must be a bad situation. And it looks like he's already been beaten up a little bit. So, I have my gun out. Can I see, like, any security guards coming up to investigate the noise? Or am I alone in this, like, corridor between where I am?
In this moment, you're alone in this corridor, and you just see Wes down at the other end of it.
And I don't see who he's shooting at or what he's shooting at.
No. Wes,
Yes?
I would like you to make a steal roll.
Oh boy, that's a D4.
Oh!
I'm bad at a lot of things. That's all I'm doing is just rolling a D4?
No, what value?
I mean, it's hard to... identity?
Okay.
Compassion? I don't know. I don't know the situation well enough. I assume I'm very confused right now.
Let's roll identity.
Okay.
God, I hope you don't shoot me.
God. Well, that's a 4, so like, hey.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
you know, that's good. 1 in
Total?
4 chance.
Yeah, total 4.
Okay.
Please don't shoot me, Elliot.
Well, I rolled a 4, so what do you think's gonna happen? I have no real control over this anymore.
So, Wes, in your haze, you remember looking down and seeing these people all around. You feel something at the back of your mind. You feel some presence taking over. You feel as though there is something using you as a host.
Oh, I don't like that.
And in your haze, you turn down and you see Walt.
Yeah.
You try to resist, but whatever is using you raises your arm in the gun.
Man, this is a bad couple days for Wes.
Walt, will you roll your fight?
Oh, okay, yep. That's my D6. And what value do you reckon? Still be Unity?
Yeah. Does this challenge it?
I'll stand up for my partner. Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't know. Have I seen him?
I would technically say
Have I seen him point the gun at me?
Yeah, this is the role, is to not get shot.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna stand up for a partner who's gonna shoot me. So I'm
I didn't wanna.
You know what? I'm gonna challenge it, because I don't
Okay.
think I'd... Yeah. This has ruined the bond we have
No.
made.
So you challenge your unity statement,
so I
adding a little
roll-
dot to your challenges.
Yep, so I roll 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
take 1. Okay, and then 3 times the D8. So I got a 13.
Okay, alright, that's
And-
more than 9.
Okay, so I gotta do coloring in.
Erase your statement and try and figure out what it's going to be. But for right now, your unity is down by 1 step
Yep, so it's a D6.
for the remainder of the scene.
For the remainder of the scene, yep.
So you just saw your partner raise a gun at you. You've never seen him hold a gun before.
Yes, I've never seen
And
him hold a gun before, and now he's pointing at me. So this is a big
Yep.
betrayal.
And you kind of move to the side. Just dodge the bullet. No, no, but you kind of duck into a doorway as he fires off, and you see the bullet like strike the wall opposite you, strike into the painting on the wall.
I'm so mad.
What do you
I'm so
do?
mad. Walt swears, he's like, fuck, shit. This doesn't seem to be in Wes's character, doesn't it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Walt has a sneaking suspicion that maybe this isn't exactly Wes, but he's still pissed. Mainly because, like, his trust or whatever's been broken. Can I shoot towards, like, please, not a killing blow, please, but can I return fire
Please.
to Wes?
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you always shooting your fucking partners?
If I roll good...
Elliot, why don't you roll fight?
I
Both
don't
of you.
wanna,
guys.
Anthony. That's alright. What else am I rolling for my value?
Let's go with
Yeah.
identity again, since you're fighting something inside of you.
Well, that's another D4 and a D6, so, like, here's hoping for a 10. Alright, that's a fucking 8.
Am I trust or unity?
Let's go trust.
Trust. Alright, that's also a d6. Doesn't matter which one I pick. I got a 12!
Oh, no.
Please!
Okay.
Not a killing blow! Please! Dear
No.
God it! Okay, thank
Just
you.
throw this
That's not how this
character
system
sheet
works.
in the garbage.
It's not how this system works.
I'm just so worried. I don't want to kill my partner!
I don't want you to kill him either.
All right, you peek around the corner as not Wes fires off again. The bullet kind of just going down the hall. You quickly peek out and fire off, striking him in the thigh.
Oh, the meaty
My
bit.
good
And
thigh.
Wes, at this point, you snap out of your haze as you feel like the burning pain in your thigh.
Okay, I dropped the gun.
I saved him!
You drop the gun. And you feel your mind coming back to you, unsure of what happened in the moments prior.
Well, I've just been shot.
Yes,
Yeah, you can
that
say
you're
it.
sure.
I think my reaction really is to just kind of yell in confusion
Ah!
and pain. Yeah, like that, but like a convincing noise instead of that.
Yeah. Oh no.
Not that. Definitely not that.
No!
Probably like fall to the ground and like clutch the wound.
Wait, Wes, were you like looking right at me, like when you like came back
And
to life? So like,
As you come back and fall to the ground, yes, you are struck by the pain, but you do see like Walt's head from around the corner.
you see Walt,
He's
he's
done that.
holding
Shot
a
me!
gun. You shot at me first, dumbass.
You shot me!
Also, don't yell.
Why am I surprised that he shot me?
Shut up. You're fine. I didn't kill you.
I didn't even bring up his sister. So I just want to clarify this. I'm aware I shot at Walt and I had no control over it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's something was controlling me. Alright.
Mhm. And you
Okay.
feel everything of yourself back.
I don't feel like there's anything controlling me.
No, it's as if the pain kind of brought you back.
Okay.
Or pushed whatever that was back.
I'm still very on edge about that.
And you feel yourself losing it again.
Oh no!
No,
Oh no!
I have to shoot him again. I guess.
I tell I yelled at Walt to run away. Something's wrong. Because I don't want to shoot him again.
Or do you just not want to be shot at again? That's really...
No, I don't want to shoot Walt. I don't like guns or shooting people.
Go ahead and mark a d6 wound.
Oh, I don't know where my pencil is.
So what does Walt do?
So
As you see Wes on the ground in pain, but yelling at you to leave.
Oh, this doesn't make sense. He hasn't told me that, like, you know, he's been, like, possessed or whatever. He didn't. He told me just to run, just to book it.
I said something was wrong with me. I said that.
Okay. That could mean a lot, but okay. Fuck, okay. Walt isn't going to run away from Wes.
That's touching considering I just shot at you.
Well, the thing is, I kind of won that battle, so I feel a little better because you've been shot.
You actually shot me, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's like, I could do this again, maybe. He's got another leg. Don't worry, I'll sit by you in the infirmary after this.
So what does Walt do as Wes is losing his control over himself again?
Okay, Walt is going to, I guess, run not away from Wes, but towards Wes. Yeah, and as...
Beautiful bastard.
Thank you. And if he gets there before Wes loses his control again, he is going to kick away the gun he has somehow acquired away from Wes, so he doesn't try to shoot him again.
And then after that,
Fuck,
you run up and kick away the gun just as Wes lunges out and grabs your ankle from his place on the ground, seeming not to care about his wound anymore.
Oh.
Can I fucking stamp his, wrist?
Oh!
Yeah,
God!
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll fight.
Oh, my poor boy.
You did, okay. Walt is feeling a bit, touchy, since you broke his, like, trust, so... is this a Unity trust?
You're gonna break my wrist.
Yeah. Trust.
And Wes,
Yes.
you should roll fight again with identity.
I don't know if I want to roll badly or good. Well.
Or goodly. Is that where you're
Shut the fuck up. I was not. Oh, God, son of a bitch, it's an 8.
Oh, shit, I got an 8. Fuck.
Oh.
Can I forfeit and he wins?
Yeah, can I break his ankle? Not his
Let's
ankle.
say, you mean
break his
wrist?
wrist? Yeah.
Oh.
All right, you stomp down on the wrist that's grabbing your ankle with your other foot,
Yeah.
just as you're about to lose balance, but you manage to stomp down on it, and the hand lets go as another flash of pain brings you back, Wes.
Okay. So I'm in control for the moment, yeah?
Yeah, what do
Yeah.
you do real quick before?
Well, I yell, I guess through the pain, there's something controlling me! There's something controlling me! Knock me out?
What the fuck? Oh shit, knock him out.
What the fuck? And looking around the room, Walt, real quick, first glance, you're kind of occupied with Wes, but first glance around the room, you do see across the bay, you see a pod there that has like crates in it. You know, seemingly it was either being loaded onto or loaded off. You see behind a couple crates, you see a guard, and you see the body of another guard on the ground.
Oh, okay, wait, is one guard...
And you kind of see...
Like,
and
still
you see
standing?
behind another crate, you can kind of see the edge of like a red dress. I think that we established she was wearing a red dress.
Oh, yeah, she
My
was.
internal investigation's gonna be hell.
You're gonna be walking up to it with, like, so many bandages. They're just gonna hold it in your hospital room.
But what do you do, Walt?
So you said there were 2 guards, one that was, like, on the ground. Is the other one still, like, standing, or is he, like, still breathing, or...
One is behind crates, as I said, and the other is on the ground, at least wounded, if not dead.
Okay, so I'm not gonna worry about them. I am gonna take Wes's advice, though, and knock him out. Like,
Okay.
butt of the gun or whatever.
Okay, raise your wounded by a die type, by the way.
That's fine.
Do I roll fight?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to just keep these. Okay, and trust?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I got a 7.
Okay.
Should I roll?
This time, I'd like you to roll instead of fight, roll your steal,
Oh, that's
Still a
worse.
D4, so it doesn't
along with
matter.
identity.
Can I roll hope in that I hope he knocks me out?
Yeah, you can roll hope.
Good, that's a D4. That's what I wanted. You fell into my trap. It's a 4.
A total 4?
Yeah.
He strikes you again, and we're gonna say that for the sake of not having to roll multiple times. How do you knock him out?
Just butt of the gun, you know?
All right, butt of the gun, trying to knock him out, and I will say, Wes, your complication is now at a D12.
Dank.
Because that's what happens when you get taken out of a scene. Is when it gets above a D12.
Oh, now it's
Take
just
a nap.
me. Fuck.
But yes,
guess I'm
so
a point
D12
agent.
wounded or whatever.
D12 wound.
So Walt, as you stand there, the guard from around the corner, from around the crate, stands up, points his gun at you. What's going on? Who are you?
Sorry. I just knocked him out. Are you okay?
He looks like he's not ready to trust anyone.
Sorry, I heard gunshots. I'm a point agent. I just wanted to know if everything was okay. He wasn't. I mean, he was fucking nuts. He was psycho.
And at this point,
That
the
hurts.
woman stands up from around the crate that she was behind. This woman, very like slightly tanned, but mostly like you can tell that she's from like Northern Europe, so something like Norway.
Oh, okay.
So like slightly tanned, as much as someone from Norway can get.
be, yeah, yeah. So like a healthy shade of.
A healthy shade, but still fairly pale, with blonde hair, very sharp features, and her red dress hugging her tightly. You assume that this is Evelyn. She stands up and she has a gun in her hand as well.
Oh god, everyone has a gun. Fuck. Okay.
And she says, "What's a point agent doing here?"
It's a gala for a fucking alien war hero. Ken Gunderson sent me here to say he wasn't. What's going on here? Why is this man shooting?
Who is this man? She says, pointing down to Wes's body. She kind of pushes her way past the guard.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I would assume he has some sort of status if he's here at this gala of yours.
Go ahead and roll.
Witch boy.
A witch boy?
Go ahead and
That's
roll
fine
your
here.
influence.
Influence. Ooh, that's a D8. Ooh, this could fit many values. Hope, identity, unity.
Well, which one would you like to use? Which one do you think fits the best?
Probably identity, because I'm slipping into a role to convince this woman. And I guess private investigator or glitch in the system or important friends doesn't really. Oh, maybe important
not really.
friend. No, okay.
Are you trying to convince them that well, you could use important friends.
Important friends. I could use important friends.
And what are you trying to convince them of? Just that you don't know anything and
I don't know
You're a
anything.
nobody?
Yeah, I'm a nobody point agent, just here to. I was just investigating what all the ruckus was about.
okay.
I could maybe bring up some names, like
Well,
know.
unfortunately, you already said you're a point agent, so I won't say that you can use glitch in the system.
Yeah, no.
But important friends is fine. Invoke the name of the Gunderson.
So a 9.
A 9. She looks suspiciously at you. For a moment, you can see that she begins to like raise her gun at you, but then upon seeing you like not flinch at all at it, she kind of just lowers it.
I'm not afraid of a gun. I just shot my partner. I go, ma'am, are you alright? Did this man attack you?
She ignores you and she refers to the other guard and says, "Take him away," referring to the unconscious Wes.
To the body. I haven't killed him yet, Anthony.
We're all technically bodies.
Yeah, but there's still a person in there.
Possibly there's 2 persons in there.
Oh, I don't like
The
this.
guard comes and grabs Wes, slings him over his shoulder.
Okay, bye, I guess. Bye, Wes.
Okay, bye!
Enjoy your trip and whatever murder cell they're gonna put you in.
Yeah, when they fucking shoot me out the airlock.
And Evelyn walks over and kind of kicks the foot of the other guard, shakes her head. Damn.
Ma'am, are you okay?
So you're a point agent.
Yes. I'm here on behalf of Ken Gunderson. We work with the Concordant. Ma'am, are you alright? One of your employees is dead.
Listen, I'm only going to tell you this once. Be careful where you poke your nose into. And she points out, now leave. This party's it's over.
They're gonna shoot me out the fucking airlock. aren't they?
Ma'am, okay, I will leave, but I would like to request that, okay, so, this is just to clarify something in, like, world building wise. Points kind of above the law, but we're still kind of
Yes.
the law?
We're the super police.
Yes,
are
you
we
are.
the super police?
Yep.
Oh,
You're above even the ones who are above the law down on Earth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I kind of want to use that to my advantage here.
Do it.
Yeah. No matter how rich, no matter how powerful she is,
She's
you
not-
could shoot
she
her
doesn't-
in the head and not even have an internal investigation.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, but if I shoot Peter in the head... Okay, that makes sense.
Because he was another
an
point
agent.
agent.
Yeah. Sorry. I realized halfway through my complaint that I was like, oh yeah, he's a point agent. Yeah, I'm going to use the fact that I am above the law and go say, ma'am, I'd like to take that man into... Fuck. I forgot all the words the police
Point?
use.
Custody?
Custody, that's it. I'd like to take that man into point custody, for, I guess, the several murders he's done. Or one murder. He's only murdered one guard, right?
He was on my private property.
And
Ain't
now...
nothing private to a point agent, bitch.
And
Go ahead and roll your influence.
my influence is
Mhm.
D8. Can I pull in important friends in terms of my employers?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And I would use identity.
Identity. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I would say that I think this might actually be challenging your statement this time.
Yeah, what is the point? Yeah, actually. I would say it is.
Mhm.
Because I'm... Alright.
Hey.
I'm gonna write 2 fucking things. Okay, I gotta
This
roll
is a
it.
growing episode
3
for
times.
Walt and a sleeping episode for Wes.
I'm doing so much work. Okay.
Ooh, I rolled a 1.
That means we get to push her out of the airlock, right?
I guess so, because I won't get an internal affair investigation for it.
You
That's
could
right.
create an asset.
I
Create the
can't-
asset. D6, I'm a point agent, bitch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could put, like, asset my badge.
You can't use it for this roll, but you can create it for now.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a 12. I don't know if I want to, just for the roll, add a 4 I got for, a 16.
Do it.
So your total's 16?
What roll did you get?
A 7.
Okay, nah, I won't do that then. I'm fine.
Alright.
But I will make an asset, so I'll spend a plot point.
From now on, you have to decide before I
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you.
I know, I was being very cheeky with that. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an asset. There we go. My badge.
So you tell her that she tries to go off on how this is her private property and this is unbelievable, this is unacceptable. Do you have any idea who I am? That kind of stuff, Eventually you realize she's kind of ranting
Yeah.
as she then kind of shoos you away, telling you to go get the man.
Let's go pick up Wes. Let me
You
just...
catch them stuffing me into the airlock.
Oh god. Okay, let me just cross out my identity statement, so I remember to rewrite it after this scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Wes before they shoot him out the airlock or, like, punch his face in or something.
I need
More.
that face.
You're gonna have to get, like, surgery after what they've done
You walk
to you.
away, seeing a couple of other guards. One walks past you, heading into the bay. As the bay opens up and you walk out, the guard walks past you to Evelyn, and you just hear him say, I found this in one of the rooms, and hands her a jacket.
No!
No!
My secret pocket!
No! It's okay, I was in the room. We have 2 agents to say she has the room. Okay. Unless we're above the law, we can do whatever we want. So, I'm looking for Wes.
You find him real quick. He's just slung over the shoulder of one of the guards as he opens up a door and begins to head in just as you call out and say, hey.
Hey, that man's mine now.
The boss says he's gonna stay in here for a while.
Nope. I literally get out my badge and I go, nope, that man's under point custody. I guess give him to me.
He's far less willing to fight you on this than Evelyn was. He's just like, oh, yep, all right.
As soon as
Not paid enough for that.
As soon as I get the
Yeah,
badge out, like, he doesn't even look at it. He goes, yeah, no, here you go.
Yeah, exactly. You see the fancy badge with, it says point, and then, around the edges, if you look closely, it has written out like a phrase from the concordant, which I will decide what it is later. And then planetary and orbital intelligence tactics, which is what point stands for.
Nice. So do I just have an unconscious Wes that I'm pretty sure I can't actually carry?
Yeah, he puts him down in a chair that's out in the hall. He's all yours.
Fuck, now what do I
It
do?
raises his hands, backs away from you.
Yeah,
Just scared
okay.
of the point
Your
agent.
problem now.
Yep, thanks, mate. You off you go. Do you have handcuffs? Do I have handcuffs? Probably not.
Probably not, but
Well, it's not
I will
like-
say that Wes is in handcuffs at this point.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I wonder where they got those.
Well, they're security guards, so I imagine they just have them.
Okay. Okay, that solves my issue that you're in handcuffs, so now you're actually detained, which is nice. Is he still knocked out?
Yes.
Can I, maybe check his leg wound to see it's not, he's not bleeding out?
Oh, yeah, no, he's fine. He's pretty stable.
Okay.
You thankfully
I thought you
did
were
not.
going to say, oh no, yeah, he's bleeding out for sure.
Oh, yeah, he's been dead for a couple minutes now.
God.
But you check, and the bullet cleanly missed, the femoral artery. It's literally just a flesh wound.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. Okay, so he's all good right now. Do I notice anything on, okay, I'm doing, a quick inspection to see how badly I've beaten up this young man.
You see that his wrist is almost certainly sprained.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd broken it, but okay.
No. You did not hear a crack or anything.
Oh, thank God.
But he has bruises all along his face, cuts on his lip. You can see that there's going to be swelling on there.
That's fine.
And then the bullet hole in his thigh. And judging by how you struck him to knock him out, he might have a mild concussion.
Do I notice anything, per se, something on the back of his head, or, sliming out of his ears, or
No.
up his nose?
Is there a parasite discreetly attached to me somewhere?
Yeah.
No.
Damn.
Fuck!
No, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Wes, what am I gonna do with you?
Wah, wah, wah.
Fuck.
And how do you want to wrap up the scene?
I don't know, just looking at him, going, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Well, I mean, where do you want to end up for the next scene? Because that's when Wes will be awake.
I don't know what to do.
They want you to leave the mansion.
I don't want to leave the mansion until I know, one, that
Well,
Wes
you know where
is
the
okay.
bathroom is.
Shut up. I'm definitely not gonna go after I've shot you and, sprained your wrist. But I thing is, I don't want to leave until I know either Wes has gathered enough information that we can, I don't know, to know what she's actually doing, or that, he has any memory of finding that information, because if he doesn't, Walt will have to go looking, and if he leaves and then comes back, it's quite likely that they'll have burned everything and then left everything. I also don't want to leave him in the chair to then go do that, and then he wakes up, he's not okay, and then he comes, acts like a zombie or whatever, and, chokes someone out with the handcuffs we've given him. So...
See, in all of that, you didn't tell me what you're actually doing.
I'm deciding! Okay. I'm gonna leave him in the chair. I'm sorry, Elliot. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave him in the chair, and I'm gonna look for Evelyn. Yes, that is her name. I'm gonna look for Evelyn and badger her so I can find out more information. I'm gonna pull the whole...
Alright, so you head off and we move on to the next scene. And at this point, let's decide what your new statements are.
Yeah. So, to bump it up from an 8 to a D10, I have to get 4 challenges? That right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm getting there. Shit.
So which one are you starting with, Unity or Identity?
I'll do Unity first, and I'll go... Those I work with will be kept at arm's length?
Sure.
Okay.
And then for Identity, you challenged it by realizing that your identity as a point agent really does matter.
Yeah, and it's useful. So I kind of want to do an identity has its uses for me.
Okay. Remember, how do you think that you could challenge that in the future, though?
Yeah.
Think about the intention behind it, and then how you phrase it so that there's less
just normal
confusing.
statements, yeah.
So your intention is identity has its uses, right?
Yeah, essentially it's I can actually, it's useful. I don't have to wallow in sorrow and pity.
But phrasing it like that, I don't think that you're ever going to challenge it.
Oh, maybe I can forget the identity I left behind?
Sure.
We
can flesh out what that means story-wise
yeah,
in the
and
future.
I can challenge that. Alright, what did I just say?
I could forget the identity I left behind, were your exact words.
So next scene, Wes, you wake up in a chair. Handcuffs.
Yep. Oh, that's not unusual.
Your hands cuffed behind your back, I should say.
Yep.
Your wounds are still at a D12, so that means that if you get wounded again, then you're taken out for the scene.
Okay, but I'm not dead.
No, you're not dead. Your wrist really hurts, and your thigh burns. But it's not bleeding anymore. It's just kind of it stopped bleeding.
I'd like to say I've been in worse situations, but let's be real, this is
Looks
pretty
at
bad.
the camera. I'll bet you're wondering how I ended up here.
Me too!
The record scratch and freeze frame?
Yeah.
How do I feel?
Bad.
Mentally.
You have a very strong headache.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very strong headache.
Do I remember any-
Like, you remember everything that I explained in the little haziness, as well as when you got hurt, when you got those flashes of pain, that's when you could be yourself.
Okay. And I'm in a
With
lot of
whatever
pain
was
right
in
now,
you.
yeah?
Yes. As well as you remember other things.
Uh-huh. Oh, no.
Oh no!
What do I remember?
Oh boy!
In the back of your mind, you remember something that happened before.
Oh, no.
You're trying to, like, piece it all together. Go ahead and let's roll.
Oh, boy.
Wes is about to get a memory of a wife being like maked out with.
Why don't you roll? Actually, no, we don't need to roll. You remember a memory that isn't yours. A memory in the body of a woman standing over the corpse of another body.
Oh.
And you get this feeling this memory, I should say, definitely wasn't yours, and you get the feeling it wasn't the woman's either, but this feeling of satisfaction as the life was taken. Almost as if you get the feeling that whatever parasite was inside of you was taking taking whatever life was in this person.
Oh, I don't like that.
wait a minute. Do you mean it's
I'm
like...
I swear to God,
Do
if
you
you
mean,
say
like,
vampire.
Shut up. Do you mean, like, as in it's taking someone else's, or it's, like, stealing its host's kind of, like, life force?
You get the feeling that the parasite is trying to take the life from other things.
Okay. Not
And
its
you're getting
host.
memories from other places that you never could have been. It's making your headache even worse.
Oh.
You get the memory, and you get a flash of just this landscape of this alien planet, and it leaves your mind in a moment. You get this memory.
Do I forget it?
No.
Okay, I see what you mean then. Okay.
They're just kind of like leaving you, you know?
Yeah.
It's difficult to pull them back up again. And the one that gets you is you feel yourself, and there's almost this panic sensation. You get this memory of floating in space.
Oh, beans.
Beans? Oh.
Right. Okay. So this isn't great.
Walt is not around.
Oh,
No.
yeah, I just
There are
left
guards-
you.
Where am I
There are
located?
guards walking around. They're at the ready. They seem to be kind of ignoring you, cuffed.
He's not cuffed,
Am I
to,
cuffed
the
to the
chair.
chair?
He's not cuffed to the chair. He's cuffed to himself.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can
So
leave, but...
Can I try? Oh, can I try to get out of the handcuffs?
Yeah.
I feel like
I would
that's
say-
something he has experience with.
I would say that you have experience with it, and you probably keep some sort of like piece of metal, like for a lockpick on your
like
sleeve
in my
or
collar
something.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like,
Yep.
it's like taped to like
In
your
the sleeve. It's
wrist
probably better. Yeah.
or in your back pocket.
So go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Roll your resources.
Okay. Why do I have a D4 in this?
I don't know.
I'm so bad at making characters. All right.
I think maybe subconsciously you may have looked at it and been like, this isn't going to come up. Because
I
it's not a typical skill in most games, you know?
Yeah, but now I'm going to have.
Are you sure
to
you're
put
actually
points
reading
into
it
that.
right? You know,
Yeah,
mistaking it
it's
for
a
something
D4.
else? Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking right at it. What am I rolling aside from that? Identity?
Hope?
Oh, I mean,
Maybe hope.
oh, that's a D4 as well, so I'm not happy about this, but I will go with hope, because I'm hoping it works. Okay, so hope and resources, yeah?
Yeah.
That's
Grifter,
2d4.
if you want.
Yes, definitely.
Dude,
That's a D8.
hard luck, even a good one.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah, can I do both?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, alright. This is a lot of dice. I'm very scared about that, but you bastard.
Oh no!
I did get a 1, a 6 and a 4, so that's a 10,
Okay.
and I'm gonna spend a plot point to make it a 12. Just cause.
Okay.
Fuck it.
And
Fuck
we'll just
it.
roll the difficulty die. Alright, and your difficulty was a 9, so.
I mean, I still would have passed without it, but I'm glad I did it.
You kind of, you grasp at the little lockpick that you keep in your sleeve and pick for a couple seconds. And you kind of roll your eyes like, oh, I know this model.
Shitty handcuffs.
You know, you they could have at least given me a challenge.
Put 3 handcuffs on him just to slow him down.
As you unclip them from yourselves.
Gonna rub my wrist.
Of
the
course.
hurt wrist. No,
That's what-
the hurt wrist. But
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
doing it in the typical rub your wrist to make sure they're still there. Way.
Well, it's like that trope. Anytime
Yeah.
handcuffs get taken off, you just rub your
Yeah.
wrist.
No, but just specifically the wrist that hurts.
Yeah.
Like,
And it hurts to rub it for
yeah.
sure.
He
Oh.
needs to
that is
feel the
definitely going to be
pain
a
to
bad-
feel alive.
But I'm glad to be feeling pain because at least I know as long as it hurts, I'm still me. Which
Aw.
I didn't mean that in like a fucking emo way. I just real way that I might be possessed. So are there guards around that see me do this?
The two guards just
a couple
watch
guards
this
walked
man.
by, but they're already gone.
Good,
They weren't too
good.
worried about you.
All
Plus,
right.
it got around that you're a point agent. No,
It
it didn't.
did?
It got around that Walt is a point agent.
Yeah. And
Sorry.
you're under my custody, so if you do whatever you want, that's fine.
Of course, I don't know anything that's going on.
No.
So I have no idea, so that's gonna be interesting.
But
All
Walt,
right.
you head back up to the cargo bay, right?
Yes, I'm trying to find Evelyn to say, do you want to file a report? No, I want to, I want to find her and ask, can I see any rooms he might have, tried to enter without your permission? All that kind of stuff. I'm going for the hard
Okay.
cop route so I can get as much
Bad
evidence.
cop in it.
No, polite cop in it. I'm gonna arrest this woman with politeness.
You head back up generally toward where you found her, and you find her in the cargo bay. Again, basically where you left her.
Yeah. Is she like,
It's only been like 5-10 minutes.
yeah, is she like destroying evidence, or is she like, not destroying?
No, she has like a clipboard in hand. She's like tapping on it with a pen. She makes a couple marks. And get those loaded onto there, she says to one of the guards. And get that out of here. She's pointing to the body of the other guard that Wes presumably killed. Not Wes killed.
Yeah, we need to keep up the tradition of not person. Yeah, so not Wes killed a guard. Oh god. Okay.
So the guards, begin running around and doing things.
So she's sending stuff out.
Seems to be, yeah. As you walk up and she turns to the side and sees you as the door opens. And you walk in, she rolls her eyes. What are you doing back here?
Ma'am, I would like to request, because this is now my investigation, I'd like to request, if you have found any disturbances, or any stolen goods, or, any clothes. He seems to be missing a piece of clothing, because I'm going to assume he did not enter this gala without a jacket on. I'd like to secure his identity that way.
I'm not worried about a thief's clothes. And no, he didn't get a chance to take anything.
Are you sure of that,
You
ma'am?
know bitch.
Are you sure of that, ma'am? I would like to ensure that he didn't.
Listen, she kind of sighs. She has a smile on now.
Oh.
If there's something wrong here, then I'll call the authorities. You point agents, you have much more important things to deal with than this.
Well, it's my night off. This is the only thing I'm going to be doing all night.
But we're fine.
Ma'am, I'm going to insist that I check at least the rooms on this floor to find any evidence of this man's psychotic episode.
She turns to one of the guards. Make sure our agent friend, she says, flashing you a smile again, finds his way around. And the guard nods to you, Walt, and begins to head off with you.
All right.
Or he seems to be your escort, basically.
Yeah, I'm being chaperoned around this woman's house, which is fair because
Yes.
Wes did go into her room, but I don't know if she knows about that. So I've got this new partner. What's his name? Does he have a little name tag?
No, he doesn't have a name tag.
I ask him, oh, can I get a little notepad out with a pen?
Yeah.
Yes! Okay, I'm gonna ask what his name is. I feel like a real, detective now. This is nice.
Vince.
Vince. I'm actually gonna write that down.
He's got arms crossed.
Alright, Vince. How many rooms are on this floor?
He kind of thinks for a moment.
Did I tell Walt how many rooms are on this floor so he can fact check?
You told me that you were gonna look for an office because you knew there was an office up here. So I think at least I know that there is an office on this floor. There's obviously a storage bay because I was in there, but I don't know what other rooms could be on the third floor.
But he says there's 7 rooms.
7 rooms. All right then. Any rooms adjacent to this storage bay that you have going on?
You guys are in the hall at this point. Doors shut behind you. Office is down there. There's 4 guest bedrooms. Storage bay behind us. Up ahead is the observatory.
Alright then, well, I suggest we'll look through the office, see if our intruder or thief stole any important paperwork from your employer.
Heads in, opens up the door to the office, ushers you in.
Does it look like a Wes tornado has gone in here and stolen some things?
I think Wes was careful.
Yeah,
to
he
put things
doesn't.
back.
I know he was
tornado
careful.
through.
I want to see maybe just one thing so I can nibble on it and keep going so I can have an excuse to look into everything.
I would say because you've been working with Wes for a couple weeks now, that you look around and everything looks fairly in order, but you do see like a couple of things that seem to be like certain things look neater than they would be.
Oh, okay. So
As if Wes like put them around. Nobody else would ever see unless they've worked with Wes.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I can
You just kind of notice and see a couple telltale signs.
like I know that he purposely like, pieces of paper of this size always like, put together in this certain way, and it's like it looks natural, but like I know that's like his tell. Yeah. Okay, so I step further into said office and like, I'm like not being like dramatic, but like and maybe not, kind of making a show that I'm like, looking for like clues and stuff. Especially where I've seen where Wes has like rearranged things. You know what? I'm trying to read the information on these receipts, or whatever information is there, and then I'm going to be writing them down in my little notepad, the actual information, and then just say out loud, or like, paperwork seems a little amiss, but I'm actually writing like, oh, this person has been sold $50 million worth of weapons.
What? No.
No, I'm just...
Wait, what?
I lost track of what
I'm trying to read the information on the documents without...
Except that there aren't any documents left.
Hey, did he literally take them all?
He took everything of interest and put it in
Yep.
secret pockets.
Fuck.
And looking around, everything else seems pretty tame. It seems like just office stuff.
Shit.
Wes took most everything of interest, and anything left behind, I mean, it's been at least 15 minutes since Wes has been in here. Shit, it's been more like 20.
Fuck, there goes my entire plan. God damn it, Wes. I write some notes in my notepad. Is Vince concerned at all?
No.
Okay.
Vince seems content to let you do what you do.
Okay. He's not paid enough.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not paid
alright,
enough
I go-
to fuck with a point agent.
Yeah.
I look up at Vince and I go, Vince, you wouldn't happen to have found a man's jacket? Blazer jacket? I don't know what it's called. Anywhere on this floor?
I think one of the others found a jacket, yeah.
Alright, so could you either take me to said person or take me to where you might have put that jacket? It's evidence now. I would like to collect it.
Right this way.
Alright, thank you, Vince.
What is Wes doing? And Vince stands like a head and a half taller than Walt.
Yeah.
And but he's just like, you can tell he's more intimidated by you than anything.
This is like kind of like a power trip for Walt.
I like that. So where am I? Where the hell am I?
You're down on like the first floor.
I have no idea what's going on. No idea where Walt is. I'm on the
Last
first
thing you
floor.
remember, he clubbed you in the head.
But I asked him to, so I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
I did tell him to knock me out. I can't be that cross. Well, oh my Jesus. Oh my God. I'm gonna start. What do I want to do?
So
What?
as you're debating on what to do,
Yeah.
your head's still hurting from getting knocked out. Wrist also hurting.
Leg also hurting. It's a long list.
You look around, try to orient yourself. One of the things you notice is one of the guards.
Yeah.
One of the guards walks past. He kind of glances at you real quick and begins to head into the ballroom. As you note, as the light shines upon him and you see a glint of something on his
Oh
shirt.
shit, I'm going right after him. Well, wait, I look around the room. Is there anything I could take for a weapon? Probably not.
There's the chair you were sitting on.
I mean, this isn't WWE, Anthony, so...
But you can make it so, Elliot.
You know what? I
It's
take
in
the
your power.
handcuffs with me, and I
There you
follow
go.
him.
That was going to be my
That's-
other thing I said.
Yeah.
But
I take him with
there's
me.
probably like a candlestick.
Now, this also isn't Clue. Yet.
We have not found the butler yet.
Where did I see the glint on him?
On his shoulder.
Okay, I just need to know so I can avoid that.
The little crystalline red blood.
Ugh.
And he moves into the ballroom, and you just head after him.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try to discreetly follow him, yes.
Oh, discreetly. Okay.
Yes, I'm just walk up right behind him, like, sir? That's bad idea.
The ballroom is there's still quite a lot of people in there as they begin to shuffle off, leaving either through the front door or through the pods. A lot of them are still in there, evacuating, leaving the party. You see like Horace off to the side eating some hors d'oeuvres.
Good old Horace.
He's like, there's nobody here, so I get to eat it.
That's very relatable.
Yeah. Could I take the table? Nah.
Maybe
He's got like little plastic baggies he's discreetly sneaking stuff in.
Yeah.
He's got like the napkin, and like you can see, like, you know, his pockets are bulging with just napkins full of hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
But you follow him in, trying to be discreet about it. Go ahead and roll your discretion.
Okay. Truth, maybe? Or identity? I'm not sure which.
Truth.
11.
Well, an 11 is not a 14.
You should have taken the chair.
You begin to sneak off after him. He glances back fairly quickly, seeing you following him.
I'm giving him the stink eye.
Yeah, you are.
I'm on
His
to
lips
him.
curl up into a smile real quick as he pushes his way through a crowd of people,
Oh no.
saying, "Excuse me," and he moves off, and as he exits the other side, you see him like kind of touch the top of his head.
Fuck!
Shit.
I'm looking at the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll your observe.
Okay. That's a 10.
Ooh.
D10. I haven't rolled yet.
And hope.
I would say hope or trust.
I'll go with trust. Oh no, that's not a 7.
Oh no!
That, funny enough though, that is a 10.
Okay.
That's also a 1 though. I was so excited. I was like, oh, it's just a 7. That's good. It wasn't good.
All right, so that's a 1. I'm almost to D10s.
I hate
pool.
this.
Oh.
You try to look around, trying to look for the little glint of anything, and you have so much trouble seeing it. You think you see it for a moment, and then you see like a woman exit the crowd and touch the top of her head. You get the feeling that it was on her, and you begin to look around quicker, closer at everything. You see a couple of other people touch the top of their head as if it's moving from person to person very quickly.
I'm trying to track it really hard.
You are trying really hard.
I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to get close to it.
And I'm going to add the complication. Did you add your plot point, by the way?
I didn't. Thank you for the reminder. I will never remember that. I will someday.
Add your plot point and add the... So this is weird because I'm going to give you a complication that technically is kind of also a good thing.
Oh, yeah?
As you try and track it, you see a man across the ballroom. You don't recognize him, but he looks over at you with a smirk on his face, and he's across the whole ballroom as he enters one of the pods.
Okay.
So this complication quote is like, recognize the face.
Oh.
Whatever you want to call it.
So I recognize him, or he recognizes me?
You would recognize him, whoever it was, assuming that it doesn't move again.
I'm going to chase after. I'm going to try and push my way through the crowd.
You push your way through the crowd.
Oh, what's
and
the dice number for
D6?
the complication? Just a D6?
It's just D6, yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured. All right, go on.
And it's mostly just a reminder, less so than a complication. You try and push your way through the crowd. I would say that you can roll your bearing.
Okay. Can I say
To do
move? I'm
so?
a point agent? What I'm doing?
So roll your bearing.
Okay. An identity, since that is my identity,
Yep.
literally. Okay, that's a 9.
This is when he
Okay.
rolls all of his conspiracy die.
Probably.
No, I didn't. I rolled 1 conspiracy die. That is a 16.
Oh
Well,
my
that's not a 9.
God.
So, F me, I guess.
You try and push through the crowd, but people at this point are kind of panicked. There's been gunshots everywhere, and now they hear that there's a point agent, and some of them move to the side. There's like one person in the crowd like salutes you. And you're like, God damn it, get out of my way.
Fuck off!
But you try and get through everybody, and not enough people move in time, and the pod ejects out.
Can I get the pod's coordinates?
Or like, is the pod number or something? The license plate.
What's the license plate?
What's the license plate? Yeah, you can start to get that information, knowing that it'll take you a while to actually track it all.
I'm working
Walt,
on it.
meanwhile.
Yes. I want that sweet, sweet jacket.
He leads you down the hall to one of the other rooms, opens it up. You see some other guards in there. They seem to be talking to each other about everything that's happened. In my head, and this totally isn't how it is in the setting, but in my head every guard is the same like character.
Yeah. I think
They're all
the exact
exactly the
thing.
same height.
Me too.
Yep.
They're all
They're
same.
a little low res.
Yes.
Because they're
Yeah.
just copy pasted.
They're same haircut, same eyebrows, same stubble,
Exactly.
stubble on their jaws. Everything.
Exact same musculature.
Yeah.
Yep.
They all wear the same size clothes. It's like a breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, you enter in and he grabs the jacket that's laying on a chair. And you see it and you're like, ooh, Wes isn't gonna like these wrinkles.
He's gonna want to iron that, steam it.
But he picks it up and hands it to you. There you go.
Thank you. Can I do a very quick check of pockets? I'm going to assume that that Wes kept, I don't know, his...
Secret pockets?
Yeah, either secret pockets or, like, his wallet in there. I just,
You find his badge in there for sure.
Okay. Can I find the secret pockets to see, like, oh.
Does Walt know about his secret pockets?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Wait,
you know,
no.
Now here's the thing.
Wait.
Wes does trust Walt, but I don't know if he would have told him about his secret pockets.
Wait, didn't I not, like, borrow the jacket I'm currently wearing from, like, you?
Yeah,
what,
but that's
you think
not the
every
secret.
tuxedo he owns has secret pockets? No, he's wearing his good tuxedo.
No, but maybe in, like, that exchange... we literally just have that exchange. Like, no, I'm wearing the good tuxedo.
So you look through the pockets, you find just the normal things, the badge, the wallet.
Keys.
With the stray 20s that have on Evelyn.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, yeah. But his wallet, his badge, and nothing else of interest.
Oh, fuck. Do I not know about the secret? No.
I don't think it was him intentionally not telling him.
Yeah.
I just don't think it, like, crossed his mind. Like,
yeah.
why would I tell him about my secret pockets?
Okay.
They're secret.
Yeah, good point. Okay, well then, I can pull it off. Yeah, I am looking for his wallet. So I guess, yeah. I go, thank you.
And as we wrap that up, you kind of get the feeling that I mean, narratively speaking, you get the feeling that there's not much else to see here.
Yeah, well that's it. I was gonna
Since
just
everything's
tell him,
been cleaned up.
Yeah, I was gonna literally tell him, alright, well I've checked out any places of interest, which is the office. I'll leave you to it, Vince. I'll go take of my prisoner.
All right.
And I'm not even there anymore.
Yeah. Which is going to be a surprise for Walt. But yeah, Walt, says his thanks and he walks off, jacket in the crook of his arm, gun back in its holster or whatever. And he's going back to where he left Wes in the chair.
You get back seeing that Wes isn't there. And seeing that most of the ballroom is evacuated.
Am I still over there, like, getting the license plate?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
If I walk
and you see
into
him over there.
Okay. How many people are currently in the ballroom?
Oh, there's like a few dozen at this point.
Okay, I'm going to be a little more discreet then. I'm going to, like, power walk towards where... I know, you wanted someone to power walk. I power walk to Wes, but when I get to him, I put one hand on his shoulder and I get my gun and I put it in his back and I go...
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit.
He's not happy. What the fuck?
You better be fucking right, Wes.
Yes, I'm right. Right. That's really hard to say, right, Wes. My mouth doesn't like saying those.
Classic Wes.
Right, Wes. I'm the good Wes. I'm the good Wes.
Okay. And then he kind of...
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Walt puts his gun back. And he goes, alright.
Okay.
Are you alright? I did shoot you.
And we
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Are you okay? Here's your jacket, by the way. I found your badge.
Thank God. I immediately check the secret pockets.
you open it up and immediately go for the secret pockets and note that, like, anybody who wasn't looking wouldn't notice it, i.e. Walt. You immediately notice that your pockets have been ruffled with.
My normal pockets?
No, your secret pocket.
Are they empty?
Yep.
My secret pockets! I yell that.
Your secret what?
I mumble, oh, my secret pockets.
Your secret
That
what? What are you on
bastard.
about?
Okay, and now remembering the framework.
Oh yeah, we have to go back now.
Oh.
We come back to Walt, and he is kind of at the end of his investigation.
Oh.
As Jerry Lynn is talking to him. So you're telling me that so whatever was there, you guys lost it.
Is this about the colonial house or the
ballroom?
the gala? Okay. I said, yeah. Wes lost it in the crowd.
And you have no idea what it was?
No, I wasn't personally taken over or possessed by the thing. We have some descriptions from Wes, because he was intimate with it, but we have no clue.
Everything seems in order. You don't seem to have done anything wrong there, and everything with Peter seems to be justified, given the circumstances.
Oh!
You'll come back again for for more of this, but really it's just a formality at this point. I think I've gotten everything we need.
Is
The
Wes...
stenographer finishes up. Wes is like right outside the door.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's
in the
right,
hall.
he's fine. I completely forgot that he was like waiting for me at the start of all this, and like he, at that point, had not been shot and had his wrist sprained and and a concussion.
So, do you leave the room then, Wes or Walt?
Yeah, I do like formalities, like I say thank you, give him a handshake, and then
Jerry stands up, gives you a handshake, finishes his coffee, heads over to the door. I hope to not really see you here again beyond the formalities.
I hope so too, Jerry.
He pops open the door. Wes is outside. You see Walt head out, shake the hand of Jerry again. And Wes,
Yes.
at this point, you know that face.
Oh no! Oh! I'm glad I told him that we lost and we didn't know anything.
Well,
What do you do as you recognize this as the last face that smirked at you before escaping?
I try to remain, I try to keep myself neutral, calm. I don't want to give it away. But I'm watching. They're shaking hands. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I don't.
You're watching. You watch very closely. Walt, you don't quite see it, but
I'm gonna go up there and deck him in the face!
Wes, you see, right before you do that, you do see, right at the collar, just a little squirming crystalline blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
On
deck
whose-
him in the
on
face!
whose
I'm gonna
collar?
get him away!
On whose collar?
Jerry.
Okay, thank God. I thought like it transferred to me and I was very concerned.
No, I am gonna protect. Because you know what? He feels really bad that he shot at Walt. He feels really bad, and he doesn't want anything else to happen.
Your
to him.
your wrist
he's-
is still sprained.
You used the
Yeah.
other one.
Well, I'm not gonna punch with that wrist.
You're bruised, but you walk up and just immediately go ahead and make a fight roll.
Oh, that's not gonna go over.
That's not gonna go over well.
Unity, do you think? Because I'm doing
Yeah.
it in the... Yeah.
And what's your
Roll.
statement?
Much as I would like to, I can't do everything alone.
Oh, okay. You haven't changed. I thought you changed that one.
Oh! I think I did. I have to trust my partner to have my back. Sorry.
So
I'm
go ahead and
kinda
roll
reading
your
it.
unity.
Wait, no, that was my trust. That was my trust that I changed. My
Okay.
unity, I didn't. Sorry. I'm not
We'll
good at-
figure it out
Yeah,
later.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay, so my unity's a d6. So.
Do you have a challenge dot for unity?
I'm saying I wish I would have worded my unity better and kept it more open-ended than I did at the time.
What is it?
Much as I would like to, I can't do everything alone.
Okay, so you haven't ever challenged unity.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your fight in unity.
Okay. It's a 6. I assume he beat my 6.
You walk forward, aiming to punch this man in the face. Walt, you barely have a second to respond as you're saying your final goodbye to Jerry as your partner walks up and you glance to the side just as you see the fist come out
He fucking decks
and
him.
decks him in the face.
Do I deck him?
You did.
Oh my god.
Yes!
I didn't roll well.
Yes!
Was it like a king hit? Is he on the ground now?
Jerry stumbles backward, wipes some blood from his lip.
I want to get between him and Walt. Man,
Okay.
I'm doing it now. Shit!
Walt, what do you do?
I'm taking a...
The stenographer is like not okay with this. She's like off in the corner, like scared.
I'm not okay with this either. I take a step back and I'm like, what the fuck, Wes? Shit, do I have my gun with me? I don't think so.
Oh my god.
No, you don't.
I don't have my
Not
gun.
here.
Not here. Fuck. Then I make a move to try and restrain him.
Wes?
Yeah, Wes. Just so he doesn't attack this person again, because I got no reason.
Alright, you hold him back a bit.
Oh, okay, I don't have to roll.
What does Wes do?
I mean, I'm gonna tell him it's him. It's him. Look on his collar.
Jerry looks back for a moment and
I swear to fucking God, Anthony.
suddenly runs.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, now I'm chasing with Wes if we're both running after him.
I'm gonna move out, yeah.
He runs, bursts out through the front door of the courthouse, stumbles down the steps a few times. At this point, you get the feeling that this definitely is not... I mean, obviously this isn't Jerry, but the way he's moving is very, like, unnatural, as if it's something, like, not
Ew.
not fully knowing how a body works.
Oh!
Yeah.
But it runs down the steps, stumbling a couple times, trips and falls down the last couple, then gets back up and begins to run off. You guys give chase
Yeah.
as he runs off through a park. Go ahead and roll.
Both of us?
Just one of you guys can roll.
Okay, Okay, depends what you want to roll. You want us to roll.
Ooh, what is the physical skill? I think it's just fight. Fight is kind of just
I
like
think
the
you're
physical.
better at fighting than I am, so...
I did upgrade my fight from a D4 to do a D6, so
just because
By
the
all
skills are
means.
fairly broad. So fight isn't just for fighting; it's kind of just
Yeah.
the physical skill.
Unity? Trust?
Trust, identity,
Identity?
one of those two. Go ahead and just do trust.
Trust. Okay.
You trusted Jerry; he was a cool dude throughout your interview.
Nothing really else kind of affects. No assets or anything, or distinctions. What?
Hey, don't even worry.
Okay.
I rolled 2 1s.
Oh, yeah!
I got an 8. I got 2 4s, but like nice.
You chase down, and it's actually appropriate because this is just the end of the story. You chase down what was once Jerry Lynn, tackle him to the ground. You see other people around, like some of the Greys, like out, just citizens, looking out, kind of curious. One of them like kind of, pulls their child away.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
As you run through a park, and you tackle Jerry to the ground.
Hell yeah.
He smashes into the grass, and he's just kind of moving under you, kind of writhing, I guess, trying to get out.
Can I throw my jacket, I guess, to Walt to try and, to cover up the spot with the thingy?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I do. I take it off and throw him and tell him to cover it up.
Do I got clear line of sight with this thing?
You managed to do that, and we'll just kind of do broad strokes to finish up this storyline. You guys managed to capture this thing. It didn't manage to get out. You as you called, the cleanup crew, and Point took this thing into custody. Later on, in that night, you would find out that it was a virus.
Oh.
It was a virus that could survive in the vacuum of space and had been floating out there for a long time.
Creep.
They haven't figured out how to get it out of Jerry,
Oh,
but he's in
Jerry.
confinement,
Oh. Does that mean my investigation
and the virus is contained.
is out of the window?
Now, is it contained? Am I feeling okay? I'm very concerned.
It is contained. They do tests.
Concerned. Okay.
They do tests on you to make sure, and they find out that yes, it is completely contained.
All right.
Phew.
And to also wrap up the gala, you guys made your report back to Ken, but without any evidence.
Oh, now I've lost.
He couldn't do anything.
God damn it.
He couldn't do anything. The agency couldn't do anything without any hard evidence, and by the time they got with the documents gone, and by the time they got a court order to search her mansion, every piece of evidence was cleaned up, taken away, presumably since Point agents showed up there. Ken shakes his head. There's just some things you can't do anything about.
I like Ken. Even though we're very suspicious of him, I do like him.
I don't.
But, he shakes his head. You all did a great job. You did the best you could. I believe you, Wes. You found those. I know you found that evidence, but
I wish I could have brought it back, sir.
it's okay.
I wish I could use my asset of weapon information just to help out, but
But anyway, I've got another mission for you.
Oh, who will murder who this time?
Hey everybody, and thanks so much for listening to this episode of Deep Fried Dice. Sorry for the extreme delay between episodes, but I've been very busy in my real life. But I hope you enjoyed what we have, and please don't forget to subscribe to be notified when we go live. Don't forget to check out our social media if you're so inclined, or join our Discord where you can joke around with us even, and see some fun stuff there. Tweet us at Deep Fried Dice for a shout out on the show. Just add the hashtag Deep Fried Dice and tell us what you like about the show. Tell us your favorite moments or stuff like that, and I'll give you a shout out. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying our show. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys next time.